Hey everyone, it's Jane and welcome to my channel dedicated to my watercolor painting. In this video I will show you a bit of my everyday life, as weird and lonely as it is right now, and we will clean my studio together. Video is much longer than my average tutorial. It is more of a vlog and therefore I split it into two parts. In this very moment it is Monday, March 23rd. And what you are about to see happened in the last 4 days, starting last Friday. Hi guys, it's Jane and I'm at home. Right now the situation in Europe, well, you know what's happening. We can't really leave home much, just to make errands and the most important things that you need to do, basically just to get groceries. And so most of the time I work from home, but my daughter is also at home doing her school, and my boyfriend works from home, and it's all very cluttered. So I decided to go to my studio and do a cleanup. And the cleanup turned out to be much more difficult than I anticipated, because it's been 3 days and I've only done half of it. So in this video, this will be part one of the video. I will show you what I've done so far and you can clean up with me while we are all quarantined. As you maybe realized, I am Monday Jane, which means that I'm the one that has already cleaned half the studio, and right now I'm editing the video. Now let's check how I did since Friday and how the cleanup went. Hi guys, it's Jane. I just arrived at my studio. Today is Friday, it's 20th of March. Maybe I'll start over here, which is the area where I usually sit at my computer and draw. My computer is not here at the moment, it's at home, and when I'm done with cleaning I'm gonna bring it here, and maybe I'll be able to do some more work and video editing in here because it's nice and quiet. Since we are all not in a quarantine, but we are not supposed to leave home much these days. My whole family is working from home and my daughter is doing her school from home, and it just feels a little cluttered. So it's really nice that I have my own workspace and that I work alone. Luckily, I'm feeling healthy at the moment, and so is my family. Sadly, I didn't bring my phone holder to a camera holder to record the cleaning process, but let's just deal with this and clean as fast as we can so we can get to drawing and painting. Okay. Maybe my studio doesn't come out as too messy at the first glance, but trust me, it's really disorganized, and I'm basically just tired of the artworks that is hanging on the walls because it's old and I wanted to change it for a while. I don't know how about you, but I always feel much better when I change my surroundings and clean them, and then I have like maybe clean mental space to do more work and to do better work, so I can focus much better after it's been changed and cleaned. So every once in a while it really helps me to do this, even though it's a lot of work and I rarely have time to do such extensive cleanup. But these days nothing is standard, so even if it takes me a week or two, I can afford it right now. Hi guys, this is after 2 hours of cleaning. I have something done and I still have about 2.5 to 3 hours time to continue today with the cleaning and redecorating process. So this is the corner, and it's empty now and the floor is drying, so in a while I will put all the tables I will put all the tables back there and maybe rearrange them. I'll see. And I also decided to paint and finish this box. I want to keep my my watercolor tubes in here, and I wanted to separate it by shade or color family. I decided to paint it with acrylic paint and use this very light blue to turquoise color. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I will draw some ornaments on here. I'll see. So paintings are gone, and I will put some other paintings, some new paintings, probably prints, to the wall. And I hanged the mirror, but it is very heavy and I'm slightly worried that it might fall. Okay, so I have to admit that I went a little crazy, and over the years I've accumulated a bunch of old wooden boxes and stuff, and I always thought I'm gonna use them someday as organizers for my pencils and paints that are just lying around the studio everywhere in glasses, or basically just lying around. And I thought, since the wooden cases were in most wooden boxes were in most cases very old and dirty, I always thought I'm gonna someday spend a day or two, maybe a week, and paint them and sort of change them, maybe draw on them, make them pretty, and then use them as organizers, original ones, to make my studio even more inspiring for me. And it's not like I never got the chance, but there was always something more important to do. But today I thought I'm gonna finish all the things that I haven't finished and didn't have time for. And I really like this blue color. I think it fits nicely with the rest of the studio that is green, mostly green and white. And I would like to put some magenta on top of it, maybe some illustrations, and we'll see how it goes. But usually the way I am is I get excited about something, and then I wake up the next day and it's gone, and I just never finish stuff anymore. Okay, so let me show you. This needs to go here. This is acrylic paint, so I don't want to ruin my brush. So let me show you what I've done so far. So this is the corner that we are cleaning currently. I've trimmed some of my plants, so they're nice, and threw some dead beets away, and they look much nicer now. And look at this wall. Oh, I love this wall. I decided to make this wall my watercolor landscape wall for now, because summer is approaching and I like to do some plein air watercolor studies. And over the last year I also made these 4 paintings for my hometown. It's a series, it's a watercolor series, and those are basically buildings and memorable places from my hometown. I put some gouache over there. It's just because I don't own that many gouache tubes as I do watercolors, so these are all. Apart from one gouache set that I have at home, and I thought they would look nice in here, and I think they do. And this part of the mirror is a shelf, and so I put some new inks that I bought by the end of Inktober. This is Sumi ink and black ink. Sorry, is it focused? It's focused. And then these are Schminky acrylic inks, both of them. Also, I only have 2 bottles of these kind of inks, and I don't have anywhere to put them with anything, so decided to put them here. This is a holographic effect paint that I've never used in my entire life. I just bought it out of curiosity. These are my acrylic paints in very small tubes, and I like them as a decoration hanging over my table. I don't use them very often, very frequently, since I don't really paint with acrylics all that much. I'm happy. Right now I'm starting to feel much more comfortable and inspired being here. So that's good. That's why I usually start to clean. The rest of the studio is still a large mess, and I think I only have 1 hour left for cleaning today. This is a big pile of mess. Okay, see? But one corner looks almost nice, so I'm hoping to move the tables back where they belong by the time I have to get home, and I will continue tomorrow. All right, it's now 7 p.m. I'm leaving the studio for today. It's my first day of cleaning is finished, and this is what my first corner looks like. Tomorrow I'm gonna probably tackle this part, this area over here, the main shelf where I mostly keep art supplies for workshops, and I don't know what else. I have to check some books as well. And yeah, here are my wooden boxes that are not finished, of course. Might take a few days because I also need to varnish them, which takes some time to dry, and it's very smelly. It's giving me a headache, so I hope that the fumes will disappear during the night. And there's my green wall. I would like to not change it, but maybe add a few branches to the tree. I have to get rid of some spiders in the corners, and maybe repot the plants and change the artworks. Hi guys. So this is how we are. It's Saturday and I'm back in my studio to finish part of my cleaning process. This is the reality of nowadays, so this is what we have to wear outside. I would really love to finish the cleanup. This is what we did yesterday, and today we will move to this shelf over there and the other corner. Okay, so that's my plan. I have about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, so we'll see how that goes. So behind me, there are the unfinished boxes that I painted with the first layer of acrylic yesterday, and I would want to do some small illustrations, just quick ones, to make them a little nicer. Let's get to it. And this is what my box project looks like now. I've divided my watercolor tube collection into 4 color categories. They're like color families because I have 4 drawers, so that's why. And yesterday I sort of prepared this side of the drawer, of each drawer, with watercolor ground. It's basically like a primer for watercolors, so it should allow watercolor to sink or like better sit on top of wood or other surfaces. And I did the watercolor swatches on top of each drawer, so they're drying now. As you can see, they're still very watery, but it's gonna look like nice. And I painted this box with acrylic paint yesterday, and I wanted to decorate it with a couple of drawings, and I had this candle holder with a very nice illustration on top of it, so that got me inspired, and I wanted to make it a series. So I created 2 drawings, and like very simple and quick drawings. Put some graphite on the back of the paper and basically transferred it onto the box. And now I'm gonna grab some acrylic paint and a thin brush, and I'm not sure about the color, but probably I'll color the face. with something beige like this, and I'm gonna do like very dark outlines. It's gonna look nice. I don't want this to take the whole time I have in here today, so hopefully I'll be done in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna show you what it looks like afterwards. So I'm adding some acrylic paint onto the wooden box. I added 2 more drawings on the side of the box, so there are 2 faces on top of the box and 1 on each side. And this is a sort of a buff titanium color for the face. I want this to look very simple and graphic, so I'm not gonna do shading or anything like that. And it's actually fun to play around with acrylics, but I'm not really used to using thick paint, and so I'm trying to make sure that my brush strokes are not looking too messy. I know this is by all means a finished piece or anything important, but I still want to have a nice box, so that's why. All right, I'm gonna do a bit more of the color on her neck and remove this. I'm making a mess. I wanted to remove this blotchy thing. Okay. All right, and then the second color that I'm using, that I'm adding, is red. And this is my favorite shade. It's Naphthol Red Light by Golden. I have this. Ah, my gosh. Where is it? It fell into my box. I have this particular tube for quite a while, and since I'm not big on using acrylics very often, it might last me for a decade. I already have it for at least 3 years. Still didn't need to buy another tube. Okay, so now we will be adding a bit more red color to the cheeks. That's too messy. That's too messy. Yeah. Just a bit. And a bit more red to the lips. Okay. And this is what I did with all of the faces, and this is what it looks like so far. Okay, see? So 2 faces on top, and there's 1 face and the other face right here. I love what it looks like so far, and I'm gonna leave this dry, and then we'll do the outlines with the black acrylic paint and a thinner brush than I used before. And I'm hoping that's gonna look nice. Hey you! Well, after a little while, which means about 2.5 hours, my box is finished. It will still need some varnish, but I will do that before I leave for the night. And I like how it turned out. It's not exactly how I envisioned it, but it looks even nicer, I think. Okay, so these are the sides of the box and the top. And in the drawers there are my watercolor tubes. So these are the brown and yellow tones. These are violets and reds. And then I have greens. Greens and turquoise, and last drawer is for blues and neutral tint black and so on. Payne's gray, such dark stuff. Okay, I finally have a box because they have been lying around and it was bothering me a lot. So now I know where they are. I do have these swatches. This is some kind of a catalog. I did this when watching, I think, Dennis Soden's Skillshare class about watercolor palettes, and they are incredibly helpful. I don't have any kind of organizer for them, but I'm probably just gonna sort them and put them straight with these somewhere in the corner. Or maybe not. I don't know how practical that would be. It would be best if I had some separate box for these cards, because I usually, when I'm trying to decide on a color palette, I grab a couple of those and compare them, so I need to have all of them at hand somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go figure that out. And I mentioned that I had 5 hours for the cleanup today, and I already spent 3 of those with my box. So I had plans, and then when I walk into the studio, the box was suddenly the most important thing in the world. And I still have a couple of more boxes to finish to have a collection. This is gonna be a pencil case. I'm not sure what this one's gonna be for, but maybe inks. It's kind of small, not sure if they will fit. And this is for pencils that are small. I just need to, this one will be probably only a couple of minutes to finish with some very tiny quick illustrations. So I'll probably do that now, since I already have my acrylic paints on my table unpacked and ready. Yay, boxes. That's a lot of boxes for today. It's box fun. Well, I'm not sure if I will ever finish the cleanup though. If things will go at this rate, I might take 2 weeks. Just wish me luck. Hey guys, and it's 7 p.m. and I didn't clean the corner, but I made a whole bunch of boxes. And also what I managed to do within those 4 hours was to fill my workshop palettes. Anyway, about the corner and the cleanup, it's going much slower than I expected, but I'm thinking I will be back tomorrow before lunch, in addition to after lunch, and catch up on what I've missed today. So this is goodbye from Saturday Jane, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys. The video is a little shaky, but hi anyway. It's a Sunday, and what time is it? It's about 2 p.m. This is my companion. This is my best friend these days. Luckily, today was the day when I didn't waste all my time with anything unplanned and did finish all the work that I wanted to. Cleaned the whole corner and added a couple of to-do things on my list, such as frame some new artworks or newer artworks and put them on the left side of the wall, which is probably what I'm gonna do on Tuesday. I also cleaned a bunch of art supplies and tools that we mostly used for workshops, such as spray bottles, a couple of brushes, masking fluid, and a lot of other stuff. Some things needed to be thrown away because they were just taking up space, and I feel like I've completed my mission today. Hey guys, it's officially nighttime. It's very dark outside, and it's 6:30 p.m. and I'm finished for the day. I think I managed to do what I planned and a couple of things more. That is good news, and the bad news is that I found more boxes. Look. So I might just waste another day painting those. Okay, so not sure if you can see from, with this light, but I added a couple of drawings on the wall. I wanted to draw a couple of birds to the tree, but then I thought fish would be better. I added the moon, couple of branches. I moved my main wooden easel to this corner, but I'm not sure if it's gonna stay here. And moved a bunch of stuff such as lights, and that's a tripod and another easel over here, but it's not the permanent place. It's just until I'm finished cleaning that left corner, and cleaned the whole shelf, but now it's covered with my chairs, my workshop chairs, so I'm gonna show you that another time. Yeah, I've done a lot of work today and I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go home now, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for keeping me company. Bye bye. Hey there. Now it's Monday and I haven't been to studio today. I am going to continue the cleanup tomorrow, and then by the end of the week, hopefully I will edit the second part of the video for you. I would really appreciate if you let me know if you found this video either boring or inspiring, or any kind of comment would really be nice, and I would at least know if it's worth my time to mess up with these longer video vlogs, or if I just should stick with the tutorials. So that would be really nice if you let me know. I checked my folder that currently contains my drawings that I've done. There is at least 8 of them that I still haven't published, so that's good news. I don't need to draw anything new. I just need to edit the videos and post to YouTube. So I'm excited to do that after I finish the studio cleanup. Yay! Maybe I will then take the computer to the studio with me and I will be able to edit the videos with some peace and quiet, since the whole family is running around our house right now. All right, and with that, it's getting really late, so I'm gonna try to upload this to YouTube today. And I wish you all the best of time, as good as it gets. And stay at home, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of your health and sleep well as much as you can. And I wish us all for this to be soon over. And I can't wait to see you by the end of the week with the studio cleanup part 2. Bye. Bye, guys.